you without resource, computer cannot execute a single program. So what operating system is doing? It is providing a resource to the all programs. For example, suppose if you want to use pen drive, so what you will do? You have to put pen drive in your PC and it will install. So what operating system is doing? It is providing a resource to pen drive. That pen drive can use computer system. Clear?
Yes.
So anything, it may be keyboard, it may be mouse, it may be anything. So operating system providing a resource. So it is a resource allocator. Clear?
Yes.
Now second, we have a manage all resource. So whatever resource attached to the computer, it may be keyboard, it may be mouse, it may be pen drive, it may be hard disk, it may be magnetic disk, it may be anything. Whatever attached to the computer, it is managing all resources. It is managing process, memory, hardware, and storage, everything managed by the operating system. Clear? Now third definition, decides between conflicting requests for efficient and fair resources. So it will also decide which process is conflicting and which process we have to give resources. So these things will be done by the operating system. Next, we have operating system is a control program. So what it's meaning? It is controlling all the programs which is running into our computer. Clear?
Yes.
So without controlling, all of you unmute yourself, don't worry. All of you unmute yourself that you can ask anything. Abhishek, Vaishnavi, unmute yourself. Hello?
Yes, sir.
All of you unmute yourself. If any you have a doubt, you can ask me, okay?
Yes.
So what is the operating system? It is a control program. It is controlling all the programs which is running in our computer. Next, controls execution of program to prevent errors and improper use of computer. So as I discussed in previous classes, if in your program there is error, so who will tell? These things will be told by the operating system to the user. So it is preventing errors. And improper use of computer means nobody can use computer in improper way. Next, we have a no universal accepted definition. So if you will tell, sir, what is the universal? So there is no universal definition. Simply, it is providing interface between user and hardware. That is the main. Or these things, whatever I'm telling, it is managing resources. Resource allocator decides between conflicting requests for efficient and fair use of resource. Control programs. So these are the, you can tell, this is the definition of operating system. Clear?
Yes.
Anyone, any doubt? You can ask me.
No, sir.
So if you will ask question, then you cannot understand. You have to ask questions, then you will understand why it is happening. Clear?
Yes.
So all of you unmute yourself. No, don't worry. That Ajit, Surya, Murumai, unmute yourself. You can ask any question if you have any doubt in anywhere. And one more thing, you can note down notes also. So this is the notes I took. Okay. If you want to make notes, you can note down. Hello?
Yes.
Yes.
So you can note down from this screen. Screen is visual for everyone. Clear?
Yes.
So this is the definitions of operating system, what I discussed. Clear? Now can we move next?
Yes.
See now,
Yes, sir.
So now we have a kernel. Do you know what is the kernel, meaning of kernel? The one program running in all times on the computer is called kernel. Clear? So whenever you will start a computer, one program is 24 hours running in computer. That is called kernel. Without kernel, computer will not work properly. Clear? Everything
Yes.
else is
Yes.
either a system program or an application program. So both program will be controlled by the kernel. Without kernel, computer can't be work properly. Clear? Now we have a computer
Yes.
startup. So whenever you used to start a computer, there is a one bootstrap program is running. Clear? The bootstrap program is loaded at power up or reboot. Whenever you are starting your computer, at that time, bootstrap loader is running in computer memory. So with the help of that, computer is starting. Typically stored in ROM. So all of you know very well what is the read-only memory, what is the erasable programmable read-only memory, generally known as firmware. So it initializes all the aspect of system. So what is the necessary for starting a system? It is giving that resource to that. Load operating system kernel and start execution. So whenever you start your computer, so these four things is the automatically will be done by the operating system. Bootstrap the program. Hello.
Yes.
So any person is
Yes, sir.
clear or not?
Yes, sir.
Who is talking? Some sound is coming. If anyone having some background sound, please unmute yourself. Clear? So now computer, so whenever you are starting your computer at that time, these programs means starter program, ROM and EPROM, also known as firmware, initialize all the programs automatically, and it loads operating system kernel and start execution. Clear? So whenever you want to start your computer at that time, these process will be run automatically in computer memory. Clear? So there is no need of manually, we cannot do these things. Automatically it will be loaded in computer memory. Clear? Hello?
Yes.
Now say computer system organization. How computer is organizing. So first we have a computer system operations. So which type of operation you want to perform, you can perform. Next, one or more CPU, device controller, connect through common buses, providing access to shared memory. So there are some buses available in computer for communicating to each other. That is called device controller is there, and CPU. All of you know what is the meaning of CPU?
Yes.
Yes.
What can you tell me?
Yes, sir.
There is a one processor is there, that is
Central processing unit, sir.
yes, that is a controlling whole operating system. So now next, concurrent execution of CPU and device competing for memory cycles. So you see nowadays, whenever you see your laptop is there, Core i3, do you know dual core? So these are the CPUs. So means core means dual core means two CPUs running at the same time. So there is the execution of concurrent CPU. If you have a suppose if you have any process that is very high processing at that time, automatically CPU will start concurrent execution. Clear? So according to
Yes, sir.
process requirement, automatically computer will give resource to that particular program or process. And it is and up to a particular time interval, memory cycle is the running. So now you see this is the figure. This is the CPU here, and this is a disk controller which will be controlled by the disk. Disk means it may be hard disk or it may be any disk. It may be. It depends upon the which type of disk you are using in your computer. Now this is a USB controller, means mouse, keyboard and printer. All these things will be attached with help of USB cable. Next we have a graphics adapter, that is called the monitor. With the help of monitor, you are giving input to your computer. That is called graphics adapter, that is used by the monitor. Now last we have a memory. So all four things means CPU, disk controller, USB controller and graphics adapter. All these fours directly connected to the memory. It means they will take permission to execute a particular program from memory. Without memory, they can't work. So whenever you are giving any command, suppose you are telling print this document, it means you are requesting to memory to print that particular document. So according to that request, printer will print that particular document. Clear?
Yes, sir.
This figure is clear, all of you?
Yes.
Only one is speaking. What about remaining all are silent?
Yes, sir.
If you will not speak, how can I understand your understanding?
Yes, sir. Understood.
Or what about that Mrinmay, Pratiksha, Shivani? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone, any doubt?
No, sir.
That's why I'm telling, unmute yourself. If you have any doubt, you can ask me anytime. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we will move next. Now we have a computer system operation. Now see next. These are the computer system operations, input output devices. Do you know what is input output devices? Anyone? Can you tell me anyone what is the IO devices? Hello? Hello? Abhishek, Ajit, Pratiksha, anyone tell me what is the input output devices?
The input devices are keyboard, scanner, and all that. And output devices are speaker and printer. And joystick is also an input device.
Yes. You are correct. Abhishek, na?
No, sir. Mrunmay.
Achha, Mrinmay. Okay. So you are correct.
Yes,
Input devices means what are the devices which are giving directly input to the computer. So it may be anything which is working as an input. It may be keyboard, it may be mouse, it may be joystick, it may be scanner. And output devices which
Monitor,
computer. It may be
printer.
printer, it may be fax machine. Clear?
Yes.
So this is called output devices. So now computer system operations means how computer system are operating to each other. So first one, IO devices and CPU can execute concurrently. It means whenever you are giving instruction to computer, it may be input devices or it may be output devices. So what they are doing, they are directly interacting with CPU. Clear? And CPU will process that request. And after taking request, then that particular work will be completed. So what it is doing, they are concurrently executing CPU and input output devices. For example, suppose you want to print any document. Clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So what you will do,
Yes, sir.
you will give print command, control P. So when you will put control P, so automatically one print command given to the CPU. CPU will take print command and it will process to the printer. If printer is attached in your computer, at that time you can see output of that your print command. So see here, without CPU, you cannot print a single document. Clear? So what here doing computer system is doing, it is interacting concurrently with the input output devices and CPU. See, so both are necessary. If in your computer CPU is not there, input IO devices can't be work. If IO device is not there, then CPU can't be work. So both are necessary for running a program. Clear?
Yes.
Next,
Yes, sir.
each device controller is in charge of particular device type. So see, every device having some control which is controlling the particular device. For example, keyboard having keyboard device, mouse having mouse board controller device. So all are controlling to particular device. So each device has a local buffer. Do you know what is the buffer? Buffer means temporary storage. So whenever you are giving a print command to your computer, at that time temporarily for a you can say 5 second, 10 second, that request will be available in local buffer. So whenever that request will be completed, automatically that process will be finished from the buffer. Clear? So see, whenever you are giving print command, you see downside that printer will is coming. How many print command you are giving to computer? Do you know? Hello?
Yes, sir.
There is a, whenever you will click on computer memory, at that time you can see, if you given five print command, you can see 5 all are available in computer buffer. That is called a local buffer. So each device control has a local buffer. Clear? In that buffer, they are storing a particular command. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now next, you all of you note down directly from here. Okay? With the help
Yes,
of
sir.
pen copy, I will give assignment soonly. Don't worry. Within 2 days, 3 days, I will give assignment of first unit. So note
Okay, sir.
first unit, I will give assignment. So note down all of you these things. Next, we have a CPU moves data from or to main memory from local buffer. So what we are doing, whenever you are giving a print command, so that command will go to the main memory. Do you know what is the main memory? Ajit? Abhijit, Abhishek, Ajit, Poonam, anyone tell me what is the main memory? Hello?
Sir,
Do you know what is the main memory?
The storage of computer.
Tell me what is the main memory?
Storage of computer.
That is the hard disk storage computer, not a memory.
Sir, RAM.
RAM.
Yes, RAM. Do you know 4 GB RAM, 2 GB RAM? That is called computer memory. That is called the primary memory. What about secondary memory? Hard disk. So can you you tell me? Suppose we have a 4 GB RAM. Their cost nearly 3 to 4,000. And if you have a 1 TB hard disk, its cost also 5 to 6,000. So which one is the costly, RAM or secondary? We have two types of memory. One is the primary memory. We have a secondary memory. All of you know.
Yes, sir.
So can you tell me what is the difference between these two, primary memory and secondary memory? You are third year student.
Primary memory is used to run application.
Primary memory used to.
Secondary memory is used to store. Primary memory is used to run applications.
Okay. Secondary memory.
When we have 4 GB RAM or 8 GB RAM, we can run multiple applications at once. And secondary memory is used to store the data processed by those applications.
Yes, correct.
So, like primary memory is temporary, and the secondary memory is.
Yes, you are correct. So which one is the costly, primary memory or secondary memory?
Primary memory.
Yes, because
Primary.
processing will be done by the primary memory. So whenever you are giving any instruction to the computer, that instructions will be executed by primary memory. Clear?
Yes.
So CPU, what it will take?
Yes, sir.
CPU moves data from or to. Means CPU will take data from the memory or give to the memory with help of local buffers. So they have some temporary storage that is called buffer. For a particular time, that particular storage will be available. After that, it will be destroyed. So input-output devices is from device to local buffer of control. Next, device controller informs CPU that it has finished its operation by causing an interrupt. So now see, if I will ask what is the interrupt, so you can tell this is the definition. Device controller informs the CPU that it has finished its operation, that is called interrupt, by causing an interrupt. So whenever any particular process is finished, so that information will be told by the interrupt. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So device controller inform CPU that a particular process is finished its operation, which will be caused by an interrupt. Now see common function of interrupt. Now see what interrupt is doing. First, interrupt transfer control to interrupt service routine, generally through interrupt vector. So what interrupt is doing? First, it is transferring the control from interrupt service to that interrupt transfer control to interrupt service routine, generally through interrupt vector. We have one vector which is transfer the control, which contains the address of all the service routine. So whatever service are running in computer, which will be handled by the interrupt vector. Interrupt architecture must save the address of the interrupted instruction. So whatever instruction is interrupted, that will be saved by the interrupt architecture. Or you can say interrupt architecture must save all the address which cause the interrupt instruction. Incoming interrupt are disabled while another interrupt is being processed to prevent lost interrupt point A. So when we have two types of interrupt, one is the incoming, second is the outgoing. So at a one time, one interrupt will be active and second will be deactive. So if any interrupt is the coming disabled mode, it means second interrupt is in a Active mode, it is used to prevent a loss. So means we cannot lose a particular instructions if we have an outgoing interrupt is there. A trap is a software generated interrupt caused either by the error or user request. So whenever you are telling us this is a trap means one error which is generated by either the user or by the system. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Hello. Now we have a question. If suppose one interrupt is there, then how you can handle? Clear? So it is a big problem. If suppose you have any problem, so you have two things. Either you can handle that problem or you can either escape that problem. Which you will prefer? Hello.
Yes, sir.
So you see, so my question is that suppose you have one thing, you have one problem. So you want to face that problem or you want to escape from that problem? Which option you will select? Tell me.
Face the problem.
Escape, sir.
Escape. See, escape is not the solution.
Face the problem, sir.
Yes, you should face the problem.
Face the problem.
If you will escape the problem, that problem will come again and again. And how many times you will escape that problem? Escaping is not a solution. Clear?
Yes, sir.
So what you have to do, you have to handle that particular problem. Same thing, if interrupt is there, then you have to handle that interrupt. Clear? Now see, after 5 minutes, it will be, that Zoom will be shut down or it will be stopped. So again, you will resume, okay?
Okay, sir.
Clear now, all of you?
Yes, sir.
After 5-6 minutes, it will be stopped automatically. So again, you join. Now see, what is interrupt handling? The operating system preserves the state of CPU by storing the register and the program counter. So see, whenever you are executing a program in computer, at that time, what operating system is doing? It is reserve the status of the CPU with help of register and program counter. So program counter means, suppose if in your operating system 5 program is there, so automatically program counter will become a 5. For first program 1 counter, second program 2nd counter, third program 3rd counter. If 100 program is there, so in this way 100 program counter will be active. Clear?
Yes.
Determine which type of interrupt has occurred. So it will determine the which type of interrupt. It may be input interrupt, it may be output interrupt, it may be any, if which type of interrupt it is occur, it will be handled. Third, we have a polling. So that is the handled by the with help of polling. Now next, we have a second vector interrupt is there. Now see, this is the program, this is the CPU structure. Now see, here CPU, interrupt timelining, user process executing from here, or here transfer is done going to downside. It means interrupt processing here. Whenever it is showing downside, it means here interrupt came. Here again normal, again here interrupt came. So this is the user process, or this is the interrupt process. Interrupt means if any work is done normally, if any interrupt will come, it will be stopped for particular time. After that, again it will resume to your normal process. So this is the input output request, this is the transfer done. So here input output request come and here transfer done. Again here, this is the ideal time here. This is the ideal time, transferring, again here the ideal time. So this is the input output device, or this is the CPU. So you can see here, CPU how much active. every time CPU is active, so whenever it is taking any interrupt at that time, it is processing that interrupt, again it will become active. But you can see here input output devices, mostly it is ideal. You can see here ideal time, again here transferring, again you see here for transfer done to input request, again it is going to idle time. Again transferring, again it is ideal time. It means input output device, mostly it is the ideal. Clear?
Yes.
So say suppose
Yes, sir.
suppose you want to type something.
Yes, sir.
Suppose you have to type one application. So whenever you will type at that time, keyboard will be active. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
At the time of typing, input output device will be active. Otherwise, remaining time it will be ideal. But in case of CPU is always active. Whenever you starting typing, till you close that Word document, till then your CPU will be executing that particular process. So in between, if suppose you are typing something, if suppose any important message came at that time, what CPU will do? It will stop current process. It will take new process. After executing new process, again it will resume to old process. Clear? Hello? So in this way, CPU is managing all the process. Clear? This figure is clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Anyone any doubt?
Sir.
You can ask me now. See, I told that last lecture also, operating system is very interesting subject. If you will take interest, it is very easy. If you will not take interest, then it is not easy. It is a mix. It is a numerical also in this. It is a totally technical subject. After second or third unit, you will see a lot of numerical is there in this operating system subject. So don't take lightly. It is a very good subject. Okay, so each and everything should be, you should understand, then you go next. Otherwise, later you will face problem. Again, I will ask these things later. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now see what is the system call. System call means requesting to the operating system to allow user to wait for IO completion. It means suppose you want to open a particular file. Clear? So what you will do? You will request to operating system that I want to open this file. So at that time, one system call will generate or it will open your file. So what it will do, it will allow user to wait for input output completion. Till your file is not open, you have to wait. Clear? So when your file will be open, your work will be finished. So system call means whenever you want to execute a particular program, at that time that particular system call will be active. After completion of that program, that system call will be finished. Till then, till your work is not completed, means you want to open particular file, till your file is not open, that it has to wait for completing that input output active state. So when it will be finished, that system call will be finished. So every work, one system call will be generated, or it will, after generating, it will work, and it will, after completion of work, it will be finished. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now see device status table. We have a one table that is called device status table. It has every entry of input output devices. Just like which type of you have a process, what is the address of a process, what is the current state of that process. So these all entry, there is a one table is there that is called device status table. Third, operating system index into IO devices table